Hi, welcome to Roy's Game Table. Today we have an unboxing of Marvel X-Men Mutant Insurrection. So pull up a chair and let's look inside. Okay, so here it is. Let's go ahead and open the box and dig into it. And right at the top we have a rule book here. And let's just take a quick look inside at what we have for the rule book. All right, there's some of it, some some illustrations, and plenty of rules there. And let's see, the bag has a quick reference on the back for the different dice ratios, symbols, requirements, game round of how the order of the game round, attempting missions. So, all right, there's the book, and then we have a lot of the punch outs. Here are looks like the X-Men that you can choose from, the heroes. They're going to be standees, and so there's some with some other punch outs on here, and whatever these are. So you get some of that, and then you get the ship. There's some of the ship, the jet. So, and there is the Phoenix punch out. All right, and then we get a bunch of dice in the game. And we get some of the cards. I'm going to open these in a minute and look through the hero cards. And then we get some more cards here. And from what I remember, on when FFG announced the game, not long after they announced it, they did some playthroughs. And it seems like there were some surprises in some of the scenarios. So I don't really want to go through the scenario cards because I don't want to risk spoiling anything. And I think that's in this bag here. So, there are a lot of cards in the bag. And so if you get the game, you can go through and see what those are. But I am going to open up this bag and go through the heroes. So let me go ahead and do that. All right. So here we have some of the cards that came in the box. And we're going to look at the assist cards, which are over here on the left, and then the actual hero cards for right now. And you can see this is Angel. His assist gives a red and a blue. You may re-roll one die showing a X symbol or X result. And then over here, Flight. Once per round, you may spend one of that symbol result to move one of that symbol from an objective at your mission to an uncompleted objective at your mission. Okay? And then Armor. Psionic Smash. You may increase the value of one of your die with that result by 1. Then over here, you may spend any number of your results as if each were a 2 of that result. Okay? And then we have Beast. Shrewd Advice. After assembling your dice pool, you may train an X symbol. And then once per round, you may re-roll any number of your dice showing results over here. That's Enhanced Agility. All right, then we have Colossus. Bodyguard is his assist. If you would suffer damage, Colossus may suffer that damage instead if he is not already knocked out. And then his superhuman strength, once per round, you may spend one of that result as a 5. Damage, I think, is the one down here, that result. Okay? Cyclops. You may turn one die showing an X result to any result. And then once per round, you may spend one result to turn up to 2 of your dice to any damage result. And then we have Forge, the right tool for his assist. After assembling your dice pool, you may replace one blue die with one yellow die, and then Forge. Over here, Genius Invention. After assembling your dice pool, you may replace one blue die with one red or yellow die. Okay? Gambit, sleight of hand for his assist. You may spend one of your symbols or 2 damage results to gain a training token of that type. And then his kinetic acceleration. After you deploy, you may train one of those 2 results. And then Iceman. You may re-roll one die showing a helmet result, ignoring all of its effects. And then that's the assist. And then Freeze. Over here, once per round, when you re-roll, you may ignore all of those effects. Okay, Jubilee. You may turn one die showing a X-Men result to a molecule-looking result. Excuse me. And then Fireworks. Once per round, you may re-roll up to one die for each color, ignoring all of the helmet results. All right, Magic. Sorcery. You may turn one die showing a helmet result to a X result. And then Stepping Discs. Once per round, you may spend one of the molecule result to turn up to 3 dice showing a helmet to any other result. I don't know the name of the symbol, so I'm just calling them what they look like, or trying not to call them anything. All right, Phoenix, Telekinetic Toss, and it's an assist. You may re-roll one die showing a molecule result, and Telekinesis once per round. If you have 2 or more dice showing that result, you may turn one of them to any result. All right, Rogue, the assist, Energy Drain. You may spend one of your X results as a 5 damage result. And then Power Absorption. After the deploy phase, choose another hero at your mission. Until the end of the round, this ability is a copy of the ability on the chosen hero's power card. Okay, and then we have Shadowcat. Intangibility is her assist. You may ignore all of those requirements. And then Phasing. Once per round, you may spend a die to satisfy one requirement of the color that matches the threat tracker's position on the threat track. Storm. Lightning Strike. After assembling your dice pool, you may train that symbol. And then Weather Control. As her ability, once per round, you may return one die to a molecule result. And then Wolverine. Fastball Special. After assembling your dice pool, you may train, looks like damage. And then the Best There Is. Once per round, you may re-roll any number of dice showing one of those 2 results. X-23. Pack Tactics is her assist. You may turn one die showing an X-Men result to a damage result. And then Healing Factor over here. After your mission is completed, you may heal 1 damage. Okay, and then we have some cards that are called Friendship. Okay, so Friendship, if you and the other Friendship bonded hero are at the same mission, while you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to re-roll up to 2 of your dice, ignoring all helmet effects. And then it says the same thing, I guess, on all of them, so I'll just read the bottom. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to re-roll up to 2 of your dice, ignoring all effects. They may all say that, actually. No, that two copies of that. Devotion. When that hero would suffer damage, you may exhaust this card to suffer that damage instead. And 2 of those, it looks like. And then a level 3 or number 3 up there, Love. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to add 1 die of any available color to your dice pool. And 2 of those, Camaraderie. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to double the value of one of your, looks like damage results. Okay, so 2 of those. Research. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to turn 1 die showing an X result to any result. All right. And then Discipline. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card and spend a molecular result to satisfy 1 requirement. All right, 2 of those. And then number 7, it's Training. And then while you are the active hero, you may spend their training token as if it were your own. Okay. Admiration. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to reroll any number of dice, ignoring all helmet effects. And then Respect. At the start of the mission phase, you may exhaust this card to train. And then while you are the active hero, you may exhaust this card to use their power card's ability. You can also use your own power card's ability. Okay, and then we have just some, looks like reference cards here, a bunch of those. All right, clever diversion. Replace the story mission with the top card of the villain deck. And this, I think these are the crisis cards. So I'll go ahead and go through these. So if you don't want to know what these are, you may want to skip ahead. I'll put something down in the notes where you can skip this if you don't want to know what the diversion cards are or the crisis cards, whatever the exclamation point is. So replace the story mission with the top card of the villain deck face up. If you cannot replace the story mission, replace any face up mission instead. If there are 3 or more heroes, flip a face down mission face up. Global crisis. Flip a face down mission face up. If there are 4 or more heroes, flip another face down mission face up. Henchman. Each hero suffers 1 damage. If there are 3 or more heroes, draw another threat card. Team tension. 1 hero breaks a bond. If there are 4 or more heroes, draw another threat card. Bad press. If there are any face-up missions with 1 or more exclamation icons, raise threat by 1. If there are 5 or more heroes, draw another threat card. And then we have a Sentinel. And you can see there what's on his card. And a few of those. Several of those. All right, now we're on the yellow exclamation point. Vicious Scheme. Replace a story mission with the top card of the villain deck. Face up. If you cannot replace a story mission, replace any face up mission instead. If there are 4 more heroes, flip a face down mission face up. All right, couple of those. Stretched Thin. Exhaust all mutants and positive bonds. They cannot be readied this round. If there are 4 more heroes, draw another threat card. All right, at what cost? 1 hero breaks a bond. If a hero has been knocked out during this game, 1 additional hero breaks a bond. And then 5 or more heroes, draw another threat card. Rookie Mistake. Each hero discards a training token or suffers 2 damage. And if there are 3 or more heroes, draw another card. And then a bunch of Sentinels, I think, coming. And you can see there, they all, I think, well, no, they have different effects. I missed that the first time, but all right, surprise attack, and these are the red exclamation points. Okay, replace a story mission with the top card of the villain deck. Face up. If you cannot replace a story mission, replace any face up mission instead. Okay, 2 of those. Harsh Lesson. Each hero discards a training token or suffers 2 damage. If there are 4 more heroes, draw another threat card. Breaking Point. The hero with the most damage breaks 2 bonds. Okay. Setbacks. Discard 1 from each face-up mission. And then some Sentinels. Suffer 1 damage for each red die in your pool. Same thing. That does the same thing. Each hero at this mission suffers 2 damage. Discard a mutant. Suffer 2 damage. Okay, and then we have allies. And this ally, while you are the active hero, you may exhaust that person to reroll up to 1 red die and 1 blue die, ignoring all helmet effects. Wolf's Bane. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Wolf's Bane to reroll up to 2 red dice, ignoring all helmet effects. Rock Slide. When you become the active hero, you may exhaust Rock Slide to train damage, I think it is. Gentle. While another hero at any mission is the active hero, you may exhaust Gentle to let them reroll up to 1 red die, 1 yellow die, ignoring all helmet effects. Cannonball. While another hero in any mission is the active hero, you may exhaust Cannonball to let them reroll up to 1 yellow die and 1 blue die, ignoring all helmet effects. Boom Boom. When you become the active hero, you may exhaust Boom Boom to train that symbol. Richter. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Richter, reroll up to 1 red and yellow die, ignoring all helmet effects. Magma. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Magma to reroll up to 2 yellow dice, ignoring all helmet effects. Cypher. When you become the active hero, you may exhaust Cypher to train the X symbol. Sage. While you are the active hero, you may exhaust Sage to reroll up to 2 blue dice, ignoring all helmet effects. Karma. While another hero in any mission is the active hero, you may exhaust Karma to let them reroll up to 1 red die and 1 blue die, ignoring all helmet effects. So a lot of rerolling. These cards let you do a lot of rerolls if you have them under your control, I guess. While you're active hero, you may exhaust Pixie to reroll up 1 yellow, 1 blue. Okay. Warlock. When you become the active hero, you may discard Warlock to place 1 of that symbol on an uncompleted objective at your mission. Cecilia Reyes. During the deploy phase, you may discard her to heal 3 damage from any hero. Dazzler. When a hero at your mission would resolve a helmet effect, you may exhaust Dazzler to ignore that effect. Mirage. When a hero at a different mission would resolve a helmet effect, you may exhaust her to ignore that effect. So similar to Dazzler, but it's another hero. It's at a different mission instead of your mission. And then Multiple Man. You can have as many of them, and you can have any number of Multiple Man cards while you are the active hero. You may exhaust him to reroll 1 die, ignoring helmet effects. And let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all of the smaller cards. All right, and there are some more of the big cards, like I said, but these have to do with scenarios and cards that come out of the scenario deck. And as I said earlier, I don't really want to spoil the scenarios, so I'm not sure what all in here is spoiler material for that. So I won't go through these, but as I said, there's a big stack of these cards still in the deck. And I'm going to say that's going to do it for the unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider to like and subscribe. And at some point, I will be doing some playthroughs of X-Men Mutant Insurrection. I'm not sure exactly when, because I do have other games that I want to play. But I'll get some out, and until I do, I'll save you a seat at the table. Thanks for watching.